Ashley, and I'm back with another video. So to all my returning subscribers, welcome back, girl, and all my new subscribers, welcome. So this is going to be a little story time about my little Thanksgiving scandal, honey. I was alone for the holidays one year, and this is what happened. To all my new visitors, make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it, and also subscribe to my channel and turn on your post notifications so that you're always updated every time I post a video. So for this video, you guys, it's going to be a story time. I figured, why not, in the spirit of Thanksgiving, give you guys a story time from my past, girl. Digging up the archives, okay? So I'm about to expose myself. This story time will be for entertainment purposes only. It's very, very old. And so that's it. That's my little disclaimer. So let's jump right into the story. Okay, you guys. So I don't remember specific timelines or anything like that. But all I know is that this was a long time ago. This was... Girl, I had to be like, I don't know, 24, 25-ish, because my daughter was really small. She was probably like 2 or 3 years old. I think she was 2 or 3 years old. So at this time, I was going through a very, very, very bad breakup, separation from one of my exes, and I moved out. And I moved into my best friend's townhouse. So at the time, me and my best friend worked together, and so she came up with the idea. She was like, why don't you just move in with me, and you know for a temporary, and then you'll just pay me half of the rent, and I think like half of the power bill or something like that, and so that way I could pocket a lot of money, and because my situation was like really, really bad. And I was like, okay. So that's what we did. There were times she lived with me. There were times I lived with her. Well, there were a lot of times that we lived together, she and I. So at that time, she also was my child's godmother. So it also worked out because she was like the only person that I could really trust around my daughter outside of my mom and my grandma and stuff like that. So it was pretty convenient. Now, this was around Thanksgiving. So this time frame was literally around Thanksgiving. So at this job, there's a block that you can take for holidays. And I took my block. Shoot, I might as well tell you, I was in the Army. I took my block leave, and then, so that was the time in which I was going to move my stuff. And so my mom was out of town. My mom was back home in Philadelphia. My roommate slash best friend at the time, Candace, that's her real name, Candace. She was in DC, I want to say, because she's from DC. She's from the DMV area. So she was there, and it was just me and my daughter at the house. So I was like, oh my God. I was like, I could do this. This is going to be a cakewalk. Like, mind you, this is like my first Thanksgiving away from my mom. Or maybe my second, because I was deployed. But anyways, that's neither here nor there, girl. But I was like, I could do this. So I was at the house, and I remember like I was either on Facebook or Instagram. At that time, Instagram was so new. So I don't remember which app I was using, but I was just like being extra emotional because I started to get in my feelings. Like, I'm in this house, this townhome, and I'm staying here now. This is a lifestyle change. Nobody's here, and it started to get to me. So I'm over here like just probably sending out like sad ass subliminals that I was by myself for the holidays and da 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 da. And so somebody hit me back, and they were like, well, I can bring you a plate if nobody should have to spend the holidays alone and shit like this. So I'm like, yeah, okay. So I'm entertaining it like, oh, okay, or whatever. So I start conversating. Now this dude is a white boy. He was an Italian white boy that all the girlies used to want back in high school. I remember this boy. He went to a different high school than me, but I always remember seeing him. He was like that boy. He was very much that boy. So people who know who I'm talking about, you probably know exactly who I'm talking about. So he like I was shocked. But he was like, he dibbled and dabbled very much with black culture. So he was a white boy, but then again he wasn't, but he was, but he wasn't, but he was, but he was not. Okay. So Girl, I guess we exchanged information because he ended up coming to the house and bringing me food. And then low key, I was like, girl, I don't know about this because oh my God, this is gonna sound bad. I've never had like white people's food for anything. Like, I have only eaten soul food on holidays, and you know how the stereotypes go about white people food versus black people food, and this is all in fun, you guys. I have no problem with white people, okay? I know everybody's extra sensitive, but this was a different time, and you know, homeboy was cool. So, and he was cute, and he had a lot of tattoos, and he could dress, and I was separated, and I was like, look, what's good? You want to bring me food? Come bring me food. So I don't know what his intentions were, but my only intentions was to get me some food, and it helped me kind of feel better because I'm over here alone. So I'm like, yeah, you can come over here and bring me some food. You could chill, you could watch a movie, because we were just going to do all of that. And I had no intentions on messing with the boy or nothing like that. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I let him come on through. He brought the food, and I tell you, he brought so much food. He brought like every single dish they had, he brought it to me in like a Tupperware container, packaged up nicely. And the food was actually good. Like, he brought me fried turkey, regular turkey, ham, like macaroni, and it was actually good because I ate it. Yeah, I was like, thank you. Like, I'm gonna eat this. So the boy's chilling, you know, it's all good, and we watched a movie and nothing happened because I didn't want anything to happen. So I think he was a bit surprised as well that I was like, okay, thank you. Thank you for bringing me food. I think he expected something to happen, but I wasn't on that type of time. So I let him go. It was just, I guess it was very weird because that was, you know, that's during the time where you could like actually link up with people from the internet, and it was a thing, and it wasn't like a big deal. We're from the same hometown, and we knew of each other, we just did not know each other. So you could definitely do that at this time. So that's what happened. Now the next little piece of this little story is that I also was talking to somebody from the unit. So I was at a new unit or whatever, and I was talking to somebody, you know, we were cool. I don't think we had anything really crazy going on at the time, but I think that we were just cool. And so this is not somebody that I would typically talk to like that, but he had that whole New York swag going on, so I was kind of like into it. Girl, I was just lonely. Let's just put it like that. I was lonely. Okay. So let me hurry up because it's getting hot right here. So he actually came over to see me as well. Not the same night or anything like that, but I think it was a different day. And he actually came through to see me or whatever, but I had my daughter, so I wasn't really trying to be booed up like that. So I was talking to him through the door. And so basically through the front door, screen door or whatever, I was talking to him. And now, like I said, me and my ex was on the outs. We were not speaking to each other like that, and if we were cussing each other out. So when I tell you, I was out there talking to the guy. Next thing you know, here comes my ex car, like speeding through, and I'm like, oh my God, y'all, this is so messed up. Because I was so scared, because I was just like, oh, he's about to kill him. He's about to kill him. So he speeds up. He had a very distinctable car. He had a car with these rims on it that nobody else had, and he had like these stripes going down his car, this crazy ass paint job. So he speeds up. I didn't get no call or nothing. I don't even know where this boy came from, and punches old boy in the face. And I'm just like, old boy never even saw it coming. I could see it coming, but it happened so fast. Like, there was nothing. What I'm gonna do? So in most cases, this would have turned me on, but in this particular case, I was like, oh hell no, you blowing up the spot. Like, you literally running over here to somebody else's house and causing a scene. And I don't know if he broke the boy's nose or what. The boy was leaking though. He was leaking. I let him come inside to clean himself up, but I'm like, you psychopath. I'm literally just standing out here talking to this person, and here you come and you fight him. Like, he fought him and left. So that caused up a whole commotion at the unit because everybody is like, because this guy, he, you know, had a friend from New York that was at the unit as well. And it's like, he's telling him, and I'm like, look, if y'all try to jump my baby daddy, we gonna have some problems, so you just need to deal with what happened. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I really was on some savagery. Like, I really did not care. I don't want to be with none of y'all. So I just was like, I could not believe he did that. But that's what happened. That's the story time. I know it was short, but I just wanted to tell that story because that happened on Thanksgiving, girl, and I felt like I was in a movie. I was like, this, y'all cannot be serious, like, for real. So nothing ever came of it. He was like, when I did speak to my ex, he was like, well, you shouldn't have had no other man around my daughter. And I'm like, man around your daughter? Like, your daughter was upstairs and I'm talking to him through the screen door. And I lied. I told him that it was my best friend's god brother or whatever. I was like, you came over here and you just punched somebody in the face and you don't even know who it was. But I just was like, I don't care. But he's crazy. He's, you know, we were both kind of crazy. No, very crazy for a long time. And that's something that I probably would have done as well. Another story for another day, because I actually did run down on somebody. But like I said, if you enjoyed the story, make sure you guys give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. And make sure you come back for another storytime vlog, makeup video, chit chat, self-care, mental health video. I don't know. I'm a jack of all trades, you guys. But thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.